we are once again in the temple of stuff everywhere. I've got my IKEA pencil. I'm going to bring them down one pencil at a time. But today I'm going to build a box for my youngest grandson Reuben. It's his birthday coming up and we're going to build a nice toy box for him. Now if I was a professional YouTuber, just here would be the plans for the box and you could see what we're going to do, but I'm making it up as I'm going along, so nothing there. So we're going to use these panels. The box will be 400 by 800, 400 high, 800 wide and 400 along the side, and that size is worked out on these panels, so they're full panels right along the front, 3 on the side and 6 on the front and back. So we're going to cut up a bunch of them, 400 long, and the little pudding will have a place to put all his things, and we might make a little secret panel at the bottom where he can put all his most secret things. So okay, gonna cut up a bunch more of these, 400 long, and away we go. Making these little struts here. Thank you, Stella. Little struts here to attach everything to. Just popping nails in through that to there. So I'm just popping these in so that they're easy to nail in when they're things, but just a little trick with it, when you're using such small wood, just give the nail a little tap and just flatten out that tip of it, and it stops the wood from splitting, because I'm quite close to the edge here and we don't want to split. And see, that just goes, gee, a really bad example, that just goes straight in there and doesn't split the wood. It should. It's so close to the edge, it's so close to the end, and when you don't do it, it splits like it did before. So there you go, there's a little trick. Wooden box coming up. That is working okay. Systems upon systems. A little bit of glue. Not too much, just enough to make a grip. Alright, that side. Okay, and there it is. Now we might just clamp that up, let that dry, see if these clamps will stretch, and they won't. So we'll have to get something to join them up, like a belt. Okay, I managed to get that on with the belt. And I've used the same base to keep it square, so I can at least know if it's going to be out. So that's going to hold it quite well. Okay, have to do that again. Have one of those on each side, and then another connection on the top here. Just get the glue in there on both sides. And they're glued together without any pressure. Right, I'm going to put this together now, these 4 sections that we have made. Going to tap some brads in along here, and that's just going to make it easier to attach it, because we've got, you know, it's going to be a little difficult. We have to sort of get a corner going before we move on. So on we go. We don't want to do too much banging around here, but we might do 2, so you just get them ready to smash in, you know? That's the deal. So your great grandmother died, Reuben. She was old and had had enough, and finally she got the doctor to tell her that it wasn't going to get any better, and she just up and died, gave up. But that was, I think, her choice, which was probably a good thing. And then another old lady died. Our sovereign Queen Elizabeth II passed away this week. And Oliver and I was just out watching them raise the flag from half-mast on the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Anzac Bridge. And we cheered and said, "God save the Queen King." A king, something that you will only know. I'm pretty sure that you will never know a queen. But what a load of nonsense. I'm not sure I'm a Republican. I think I am, but I'm definitely an anti-monarchist. Which makes it curious as to why I'm excited about the new king. Possibly because it's just something that will probably never happen again in my life. If Chuck lives to be 80, King Chuck II, the third, then I won't 90 like his mum. I sort of hope to give up by then. I don't really want to be decrepit. So we're just going to sand that off, and they will pretty well disappear, as you can see. And liquor paint, that'll be fine. So that's all we really need to do there. Then we're going to get the big sander out and flatten all the bits off, belt sander, and then carry on. So you go make a cup of tea and I'll finish this up. Okay, some special handheld work. Doing some trim around the top here now, as you can see. Just cutting the angles out, fitting them around. And that should hold it all together again. Now we've glued those together and as flat as we can, and good morning. Putting in these hinges, painting in blue. I've worked out how to make it rain. Just try and paint outside. It works quite well every time. This is unbelievable. Sun's out. Very fine. So one more coat on top and we're done. Still got the brush here. Here's a trick for young players between coats. And you can get some of your eco-friendly plastic wrap. Really biodegradable ultimately. Probably just takes 500 years instead of 1,000. I don't know. Anyway, that keeps it. Okay. And here's another trick. Don't, this was from spraying yesterday, making up the spraying. Let it dry out in the bucket. And then, because it's plastic paint, you can peel it off without, and throw it in the bin without. That's Reuben's box finished. He's a good little boy. He's a happy little puddin'. So I'll just put some paint on that hole and I won't fill it. It can be my signature. Beautiful. All right, well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Be good to your mum. Stay in school. God save the king.